All right, so we're solving systems of linear equations by substitution. And this is just another method to solve these equations. So you can actually solve the equations by any of the methods that I'm going to teach you. I taught you the method for graphing. Now we're going to be using substitution. When using substitution, we have to have one equation solved for a variable. It can be the x or the y. So if you notice on this second equation, you can see that x is equal to 3 times y. So what we're going to do is substitute into the other equation for x. All right, so I'm actually going to take 3y and replace x with that. So I'm substituting because x is equal to 3y in one equation. So 3y plus y equals 20. Add those together, so 4y equals 20, and then I divide by 4 to solve for y, and y is 5. Okay, now you're not finished because we need to write an ordered pair solution. So now we know this part of the ordered pair, and we're going to go over to the side. X is equal to 3 times y, so we put the 5 in for y, and we can see that x is equal to 15. And that's our solution. So if you graph this on a graph, that wouldn't be the nicest solution to have to graph out at 15.5. All right, so next, notice that my second equation is solved for y. Y is equal to negative 4x. So I'm going to replace y in the other equation, that first one, with a negative 4x. So when I do that, then I only have x's, and I can solve for x and then use that x to find y. All right, so I have 1 and negative 4, so that's negative 3x equals 6. Divide by negative 3 on both sides, and x is negative 2. So I have a solution of negative 2 for the x, but I don't know the y. So then I take the equation for y and replace x with negative 2, and y equals 8. So my solution is negative 2, 8 for this system of equations. Okay, so notice these are both solved for y, and that's actually kind of nice. So we can make one side of our equation 5x minus 3 and the other side 8x plus 4. I kind of like putting the 8x plus 4 on the left and the 5x minus 3 on the right. That way when I subtract, I'm going to have a positive variable. Subtract the 5x, and 3x plus 4 equals negative 3. I'm going to subtract 4. So 3x equals negative 7. I guess you can see this isn't going to be such a lovely solution. So x equals negative 7/3. So I had negative 7, I had to divide it by 3, and that didn't work out so well. But I can take either equation. So I'm going to take y equals 8 times negative 7/3 plus 4. So that's negative 7/8 or 56 over 3, and I'm adding a 4. And so I'm going to rewrite the 4 with a denominator of 3. So that's going to be plus 12/3. So I just add those two together. That's negative 44/3. Okay, so the ordered pair solution is going to be negative 7/3, negative 44/3 for the y, and that's the solution for that one. Not so pretty, huh? All right. So remember, I always have to have one of these equations solved for a variable. They don't both have to be like the last one. But sometimes you have to make decisions on which one to solve for. Okay, so if you look at the first equation, it already has an x, right, plus 3y equals negative 5. So if I want to solve this one for x, I'm going to subtract 3y on both sides. I like to write my variables first. So notice that just becomes negative 3y minus 5. Now, I'm going to take that and I'm going to replace x in the other equation. Okay, so 2 times negative 3y minus 5 plus 2y. Remember, the only thing changes is the variable you're substituting for. And now I have some simplified to do. All right, so we have to distribute the 2, so that's negative 6y minus 10 plus 2y equals 6. Negative 4y, because I combine negative 6y and 2y, minus 10 equals 6. I'm going to add 10 to both sides. So negative 4y equals 16. We divide by negative 4, and we find that y equals negative 4. So when I write my ordered pair solution, the y is negative 4. Now to find x, I'm simply going to replace, right, I'm going to use that x equals negative 3y minus 5, replace the y with negative 4, and of course keep the minus 5. So this will be negative 3 times negative 4 is 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. So the solution this time is 7, negative 4. All right, so I will stop this video and teach a few more of these on the next video.